So today's video is going to be a little bit different, and that's because this is kind of a continuation of my last video. Now, in case you guys don't know, my last video was basically about a bunch of different interesting conspiracy theories. And one in particular has really captivated me, and I've been kind of obsessed with it the past few days. And that theory is about the Google Translate glitch. Here's a recap. There are those who believe that higher-ups in our world are using this weird glitch in Google Translate to communicate about some shady stuff. I heard this one's crazy. It's Igbo. Copy paste. What? So look at this phrase says human trafficking. Watch, you remove one letter, free shipping. You remove one letter, not worth it. One letter, cheapest. Money. What if people really are using this to communicate for human trafficking? A cheap man. Like, this could all be seen as like sketchy business talk here. Yeah, so basically this glitch has provided code phrases that can be used by sketchy business people to talk about human trafficking. It's really kind of crazy. Now, I am not claiming that this is actually happening. I'm just saying that it could. And here's how. So here we have this base phrase. Ooh woo, ooh woo, ooh woo. That's what your girl be saying after I'm done with her. Oh. Yikes. Apology video coming soon. So basically we have this base phrase that can be sent to some sketchy business person in order to tell them that you're interested in human trafficking. From there, this phrase can be slightly modified to say other words and phrases that could be used to negotiate. So people who are dealing in the human trafficking business, there is no way in hell that they're going to be texting and emailing each other saying, hey, I would like to traffic some humans. No, there is not a single chance that they would ever do that. I mean, I'm assuming that shit's monitored. I'm assuming it would get flagged and you would probably get arrested. And that's just such damning evidence against you. There's no way nobody would do that. But now, thanks to this glitch, there's a code that is so non-ambiguous that nobody would ever think twice if they saw it. It just looks like gibberish. So in the way, it has created this kind of perfect coding language for sketchy fuckers. Like I said before, I'm not saying this is happening. I am not saying this has happened. I'm not saying this ever will happen. But the point of this video is to prove that it could happen. People really could truly use this for evil. So what I want to do is go on to Google Translate and see how many sketchy phrases that could be related to the business of human trafficking. And in the end, we'll see if there really is enough words and phrases there for this theory to even be a possibility. Let's see what we come up with. So I'm going to write all the words that we come across in this notebook, and at the end, we'll go over them all. Here we go. I'd literally type in one letter and we already have another phrase. No one can afford it. A taxpayer. A taxpayer. I'm not sure that one would be associated with this business. The rented man. Bro, we are 1 minute into this investigation and the rented man. Oh my God. Human trafficking, talking about the rented man. We can fill in the blanks on that one. I don't even have to say anything. A hired man's rent. Oh my God. This thoroughly has me concerned. A person owed to him. I don't want to believe this theory is true, but at the same time, I just can't. I just have a feeling. I just can't help it. And it's shit like this. How much money is it? I'm 5 minutes in. My list is already chock full. It's a big deal for someone to rent. In a way, a lot of these can be conceived as just innocent talk, an innocent phrase. But with the overlying theme of human trafficking, it makes all of these sound 100 times more sketchy. Like, this one doesn't even make sense. There is no question mark, but where does this question mark come in? How does it get there? Why would it just auto-generate to a question? That makes literally no sense. Look, here is another full-blown question. Full-blown question mark. But it is clearly related to business and clearly could be used to talk about this sketchy stuff. So I was going to overlook this one. It says, we will be able to make a lot of money to help you get your money ready. And at first I'm like, all right, that kind of seems sketchy, but at the same time, not really. But then I'm like, what if you add a comma after the you and before the get? Because then it reads, we will be able to make a lot of money to help you get your money ready. Could be talking about a business, could be saying, get your money ready to invest in this business because it's going to make you a lot more and help you in the long run. Maybe I'm reaching, but I still feel like I had to mention it. Money man. Fuck. That's what they call me in grade school, if you know what I mean. I am just kidding. I was broke. Still am. I feel like I should mention that. Still and most certainly broke. You have a low price rate. You're low cost people. Oh my God. I feel like it's so close to being just perfect evidence for this, but it's not quite there. You're low cost people. Just look at the last 3 words of that. Low cost people.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I have fucking chills. I have chills all over my body. Oh my God.
You have a lot of low cost people. Listen to it.
You have a lot of low cost people.
What the fuck? What? You have a great deal of low cost people. Bro, and that came from this. Tell me how the fuck that works. I know some people will just be like, oh, it's just a glitch, no big deal. This could be fucking used for evil. You start with the base phrase that translates to human trafficking, and if you just add or take away just a few letters, you get all this shit. What? How many people do you have? Bro. I don't even know what to say. Listen to this.
How much do you have to pay for a low-cost peasant community?
This is so twisted. It's really, this is messed up. This is so messed up. You have a lot of low-cost people around you. How many people are there for you? I stopped my list. You want to know why? Because after half an hour, I filled up over 2 pages. My hand hurts. I don't want to write anymore. You have a great deal of low-income people worldwide. How to get a lot of money for your kids. How do you buy a lot of low-income people? How do you get your kids? How much do you pay for your kids? Oh my... How do you buy your baby? How much do you have to pay for it? Listen, I'm not going to get into it. I mean, could this be talking about people who sell their own babies into human trafficking? How much do you pay for your baby? How do you get your kids cheap, and how much money are you looking for? This has literally created the perfect code for human trafficking. In just 45 minutes, I probably found at least 100 different words and phrases that could be used to communicate about human trafficking. And at least 30 phrases that seem directly correlated to it. People really could use this as code for human trafficking, and I stand by that. I hope this isn't happening. I hope this isn't a real thing. I hope I am overhyping this. I just feel gross looking at this. I'm going to turn this off for the night. I think the video might be done. I don't know. Let's tell you what. I will talk to you guys in the morning, because I just need to get away from this right now. Good night. Okay guys, so it's actually 2 days later now, and I still really have no idea how to wrap this video up, because at this point I feel like I have proven that this theory could at least be possible. And that was my whole goal for the video. But I'm still left with a bunch of questions. Was it ever going to happen? Was this ever going to be a big deal? Is it already a big deal? Who knows? Also, when I initially heard this theory, the theory was actually that Google does this on purpose. They purposefully made this glitch for human traffickers to communicate with each other. And if it's true, they probably thought that nobody would ever find out about it. Now, I'm not going to go there. I personally don't really think that's the case. I hope it's not the case, but even if it is, I'm not going to throw that allegation out there. It's too big of a claim. Personally, I think you would need a lot more evidence to prove that, and that's just evidence that we don't have. So that leaves this video in a very strange place. I don't know how to end it. I want to encourage everyone watching this to go over to Google Translate and try this out for yourself. None of these were faked. You can test them out for yourself. Just translate from Igbo to English and you'll see for yourself. And let me know in the comments what you think about this specific theory. If you think that this could be a big deal, then spread this message along. Tell some people you know. Let's get the word out there. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I will see you soon with another one.